Alright, so it's been a minute since my last video, but if you remember in the last one, I said if I sell the G35, I'll buy something nice. And I bought a couple flip cars, but they were nothing really worth filming. But then I bought this, a 2000 Honda Civic. It's got little flaws here and there, but for being a 25-year-old car, it's basically a mint example. You could say I hit the Honda lottery for building one. This is a builder's dream, just a stock, very well maintained Civic. Under the hood, we got a stock D16 with an automatic trans. Normally that would kind of suck, but we're swapping in a B18 and a B series trans. I already found the motor and transmission. The hardest part is just finding some place to work. Other than that, it has some slight surface rust and a little bit under the headliner. This thing is basically a mint example of a Civic. I'm a big advocate of buying suspension before wheels, but I found some wheels and the guy wants to trade the stock ones off of this for his and then plus cash on my end. So we're going there right now. We're gonna change out the wheels and then we're actually picking up some coilovers later today. Now you see why suspension before wheels. We got ourselves a little mini monster truck here. It doesn't look horrible, but it kind of does. And with these bigger wheels, you can actually see, I guess you can't see it now, but sometimes these, oh, you can see it right here. I have positive camber for some reason. So you can kind of, it's a lot more noticeable with the 16s, but I think once it's lowered, we shouldn't have that issue anymore. So I realized I forgot to give my wheel specs. These are 16 by 8 TE37 ripoffs, nothing crazy. I believe it was plus 20 offset, and they have pretty decent fitment, assuming it'll be slam. On that note, look what we picked up. Some K-Sport coilovers for an EG. These have less than 500 miles on them, so they're basically brand new. One of them is missing the dampers, but that's like a $10 part, no biggie. So a quick Google search told me that the EG coilovers will fit an EK. The fronts line up perfectly. In the rear, I just need to put some washers in between the coilover and where it mounts because they're a little wider or narrower, something. But they will fit. I didn't have much options on Facebook Marketplace for coilovers. Most stuff was for EGs, but I got these K2 coilovers for $550, a $1,300 set of coilovers. So to say the least, I'm stoked to lower the car. For now though, we're gonna just change out the headlights. It's too dark outside to do coilovers, but I can do my headlights. I could have polished them like I did on the G35. They're not horrible by any means. They're actually pretty decent, but I decided to ball out and get some new ones. I really like this 2000 stock EK look, and so I got some new ones and I think it'll look killer on the car. I don't know what to say. It came out way better than I thought. It looks almost unreal. Man, it looks good. We found an empty little space to work. So I'm gonna start with the fronts because they line up easy. Well, perfectly. So we're gonna change the front coilovers and then do the rear. And if we have some time, I'm gonna put this Skunk 2 muffler on. Look at the size difference in those. We're gonna just put this one back in, and we're gonna leave it at whatever the last guy had it, and kind of go from there, judge how it fits with the wheels and whatnot. And that was actually pretty quick. We got the coilover in here. Everything's tightened down, top, the upper control arm, the bottoms. So next we're gonna put the wheel on, drop it, and see how the fitment is. If it's decent, I'm gonna keep it. So that's dropped, and it's not terrible compared to what it used to be to now. We got 2 fingers, and then I'm sure once I do the other side, it'll sit a lot lower. So I think we're gonna call that good for now. Plus I don't have, oh yeah, it's definitely gonna go lower because this one looks like it fits 2 fingers too now. But I don't have any control arms to tilt the wheel to make better fitment. So for now, I think it'll work. So I did this side too, and it looks good. But now, this side's a lot lower. We can't even fit 1 finger in here. This is good fitment. This I like. But unfortunately, that means I gotta redo this one because I can fit 1, but I can't fit 2. So I'm gonna readjust this one, make it sit a little lower. But I really like how it looks, and it fixed the positive camber, which is good. I realized I'm probably sitting unevenly, so I did a little loop, and I was right. Got 1 finger here, and we go over here, got a finger here, so it is sitting the same, and it looks much nicer than compared to this monster truck. So I got started on the rears. They're also nice and short. I just unscrewed it here, dropped the control arm, and pulled it out. I'm not recording just to kind of make it go quicker. I don't really want to be out here for all day, but we'll record it once it's all slammed and lowered. So to show what I was talking about earlier about the EG coilovers, if you put it on here, you can see it doesn't fit perfectly. So I'm just gonna fill each side equally with washers. So it took 6, 3 on each side washers, but I ran into an issue. This one has a welded nut. These coilovers do not. But I took this little cap because the bolts on this one are smaller, and it lines up here. Where is it? Right there. And it actually goes on. So we're gonna run that. So I lied. These don't fit. So we're gonna do some janky shit and cut this with a skill saw. I already got started a little bit. If you looked at that last clip and said it's not gonna work, it did. Janky, oh, that's kind of hot. Janky shit for the win. So it kind of looks like the rears sit quite a bit higher than the front. I don't know, maybe I'm parked on a slope or something, but it's not good. Taking off the exhaust actually works out perfectly because I can't slide off the coilover. It'll hit the exhaust. So I'm gonna change take it off, pull the coil out, put a new one in, and put the new exhaust in. We're all done with lowering it. I changed the exhaust. It's kind of weird. It sticks underneath and it sways because the other bracket was cut from the last guy. But you can hear it sounds a little better. The fitment is better. This side's really tight. They're all about the same. So I think it's good. It looks so much nicer just rolling down the road. pumped. So the wheels make a bunch of rubbing noise, especially over bumps. I don't know if the mic is picking up on that. But if it's rubbing, it'll self-clearance, am I right? Plus, I got a bunch of stuff in here. I got my stock struts and springs, and then I got my tools in the trunk. That's probably like 200-300 pounds worth of stuff. So once I take that out, I'm sure it'll be fine. But it is what it is, I guess. It just rubs a bit. So I got back, quick little 20-minute trip. It's not horrible. It definitely rides the plastic. Honestly, just rolling my fenders alone would fix it. But once I get some control arms and some camber on it, it'll be not horrible. After that quick trip though, honest opinion, it rides like a brick. This probably has something to do with the fact that all the dampers are set to full stiffness by the last owner. So I'm going to turn those down and it should help a little bit. And I'll pull the weight out. It's probably not good for the gas mileage anyways. But it looks killer. Could be lower, but I'd like smaller wheels ideally. I didn't want 16s. It's just the first decent wheel that I could get. If I had some 15s, we can definitely go lower and it'll look better, and I'll soften the dampers a little bit and hopefully it'll ride smoother. I got an OEM Plus front lip off of Facebook that we're going to put on with a little bit of magic. And there it is. It's not anything crazy, but I think it does add like a nice bit of flair to the car. Ideally, it would probably be better to be paint matched, but I kind of like it black. It kind of matches like with the skirts. So I got a 98 trunk off one of my old Civics, basically pre-facelift EK trunk. Kind of give it that like OG Civic look, because I feel like these modern ones kind of gives that like an Accord vibe. So we're gonna swap that out to the 98, and I got the nice red and clears too. So I think it will look killer. We're gonna get started on that. So we put in the trunk and a couple things. The lock, the latch that goes across on this trunk is shorter than on this one, and I don't have it. It's on a different island, and these license plate lights wiring is different, so I have to just have no license plate lights. And then these lights don't actually latch into these taillights, so we're gonna have to figure something out. But other than that, it looks pretty sick. I still need to change these outers, but I'm liking it so far. The debadged look too, always killer. And it looks killer, so much better. I just gotta switch the plate, but I'm gonna run through the lights real quick. that's a wrap on this video though. The car came out great, way better than rolling around stock. And I might do a couple things like a tow hook and black up the chromes, but until then, I think we're just gonna wait till we get some more parts for the next video. So I guess we'll see you then.